Hello everyone, my name is Belinda Avissa. Today I will answer some questions related to the video translation versus interpreting. So for the first questions, the differences between translation and interpreting are: in translation, a translator needs to read a document in short text to write the document into a target text. While in interpreting, an interpreter listens and speaks. Next, in translation, every word must be translated correctly to deliver the message. While in interpreting, every word doesn't have to deliver correctly as long as the receiver or the listener can get the message clearly. And then we need to wait for quite a long time for a translation work. But in interpreting, we just have to wait for a second to get an interpreting work. And then interpreting is more creative than translation, since the interpreter sometimes has to reconstruct what the speaker say and add some cultural points to make the listeners understand. And then the last one, a translator can see the document he or she has finished and then brought back or kept by someone. While an interpreter brings nothing home when he has done his job. And then for the second question, basically there are two main kinds of interpretation. Those are consecutive and simultaneous. Simultaneous interpretation is when an interpreter immediately interpreting speakers' ideas so that other people could listen straight away. While consecutive interpretations is when the speakers say some words, then stop, and interpreter will make notes, and then he or she interpreted. Consecutive interpretation is slower than simultaneous interpretation. And then for the third question, people who want to be an interpreter are people who like the stress and the excitement of interpreting. They have to understand what other people say and interpret it straight away. It appeals for people who enjoy the adrenaline of having to get it right now without waiting. And then for the fourth question, another aspect of interpreting is an interpreter tends to travel a lot, since meetings are located in some places, in cities, or even countries. For the fifth questions, the answer is the best thing of interpreting are exciting, creative, and then lots of adrenaline and lots of enjoyable pressure zone. And then for the last question, it is the sixth questions. Other advantages of interpreting are an interpreter might will going to interesting conferences, might will meet VIPs that might only could be seen on TV. They also might will go to a farm or factory places that he or she has never seen before. They also might be in a big castle or a fancy dinner. So that's all my answer. Thanks for your attention. See you.